Hello and welcome to Big Blue News. I'm Hollis.
And I'm Michael.
First, we have a story by Kyle Fitzgerald and Luca Galucci about the Swampscott soccer team.
I think it went better than I thought. So I came into the season and last year we won like 3 games total. And I wasn't playing last year, but I came onto the team and we looked way better than I thought. And we decided to actually work at it, and our coach did a really good job with our formation, which I didn't like at first, but having 5 in the back actually helped our center backs a lot more than I thought it would. I think we could have went farther in the tournament, but overall I think I'm proud of my team. So the playoffs, there's not much to say about it other than we should have won that game. We scored 2 goals in the first 15 minutes, which was amazing. But then we kind of just gave up, and we're we just let them come right back in the game. It was 2-1, 2-2, and then the last 10 minutes, 3-2, and we lost. And it was very emotional. So this team's a lot of goofy people. We're a weird group. I like to say that we're all friends. No matter who you are on the team, you will become a part of a small little family. At the end of the game, just heartbreak, knowing that I'm not going to play with these kids again. I don't think we would have played as well if we weren't so close, because we would work for each other. And if you guys don't work for each other, you're not going to be successful. So I think that played a huge role in our season. For the juniors of the team this year, you guys are going to be seniors next year. It's your last run. So Malik, Kyle, Oscar, I want you guys to become motivational leaders. I want you guys to inspire the incoming freshmen, the freshmen this year, the sophomores, to work hard for the team and don't take any days off. Just work, because it will be over before you know it. So that would be good.
Congrats, guys. It's really awesome.
I know. What a wonderful report. Next, we have another sports story by Zach Palmer about the Swampscott football team.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Noriaki from Swampscott High School. Play football, number 3, and I'm a junior.
My name is Isaac Andre. I'm a senior, and I'm number 9 for the Swampscott Big Blue.
My name's Anthony. I'm a fan of the Big Blue Swampscott team, and I go to the games.
So my name is Miss Byrne, and I am one of the 2 art teachers at Swampscott High School. I also have the privilege of working for the athletics department here at school. So I'm site admin for soccer, field hockey, and then I also go to football games too. And so the fact that we're the number 1 seed, I could not be more proud of my boys in blue, and it's gonna be really exciting to see how far they get to go.
It took a lot of hard work, practice every week, watching film, doing the little things, hydrating, eating, and I think everyone did their job.
It's pretty fun, There's a lot of people there that, cheer and stuff for our team, so overall I think it's good.
And that's why we're here today.
Just working out over the summer to prep us for the season, and going to 7-on-7s in camp really helped us a lot.
In the playoffs now, we got to take one game at a time, so we don't really know who the next game is going to be, so we're just looking forward to Amesbury tomorrow, and that's it.
I feel it's an amazing experience.
We have a great line, great defense. We got wide receivers that can do everything, block, catch the ball.
I feel like they're doing pretty good this season and that they can make it, Experience for the people who sometimes don't go to the games. It's pretty exciting to watch,
Favorite things to do, I love a school spirit, and I love the fact that you get to go and see the student section, and all the students are standing together cheering on the team. You've got the frontline boys who always have so much spirit and really lead the crowd to make sure that the environment is loud and crazy and so supportive for our team on the field.
So for me it's exciting because some kids don't really go to football games and stuff, but I think it's just good.
This year we had a lot of kids step it up, and we're good.
Are you starting to stop record like right now? It's on. Then stop it like that.
It's on.
My name is Isaac Andre.
Why are you guys laughing?
Hello, my name is Isaac Andre.
You're not ready.
Am I supposed to say my name? No, restart that. Am I supposed to say my?
My name is Isaac Andre. I'm a senior, and I'm number 9 for the Swampscott Big Blue.
Great job, guys. That was awesome.
North champs.
It's great to hear about the success of our football team.
Next, we have a story by Luke Holmes on the lanyard situation at our school.
Okay, we're here to interview you about lanyards. First question, do you think the school should require lanyards? Why or why not?
Okay, so I do believe the school is in a great position to require people to wear lanyards.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like when you have teachers, they all know your name, like in your face. They don't really need to see the lanyard. So it's just really not effective. It makes putting in your lunch coat a lot easier though.
And what happens now is it becomes less confrontational if someone's walking around and I'm not sure whether that person is a student here or a faculty member. I see the ID, it's visible. I don't even have to question it. I know that they work here or they go to school here. So that part of the program works very well.
Getting detention seems like really stupid for just like not wearing just like a lanyard. I just don't think that's reasonable at all.
If there are incidents, which we can go over in a little bit, it provides us the immediate information on who the individual is. So, yeah, I believe that the lanyard ID program is essential to keeping a safe school.
I don't really see a point in them because just like it's basically just like what we have to wear and it doesn't really affect anyone really. I don't know.
In a high pressure situation, like an active shooter, do you think lanyards could save lives?
Absolutely.
I don't think the school can be better. I just think it would be more tolerable if we didn't have to put up with lanyards all the time because like it's just a hassle.
Maybe not in the way of stopping a bullet on an active shooter, or let's say it's a knife situation. It's not designed to protect you from a bullet or from a knife. But what it does do is it provides instant information on an individual. For instance, if we did have an active shooter and we went into lockdown, and since I'm a security person, I was in the hall trying to locate the shooter, and let's say the shooter actually shot me. And I'm on the ground and the first responders run in, they are able to immediately identify who I am, which is a great thing for several reasons. There's a barcode on the ID. It has my information on it. So the first responder calls out outside the building, says we have a male, 55 years old down. His name's Doug Ward. They were able to immediately know who is the person down.
Nobody wears them. They don't really do anything. It's pointless. Aaron Mora, AARONMORA.
Now, I am allergic to amoxicillin, penicillin, and morphine, so they would immediately know not to give me any of those kind of drugs as I'm down. So that right there would save a life on one of those high pressure situations, and that's only one example out of many, but it does save lives and it does create an ability to really help out in those situations.
Okay. What do you think the main reason the Swampscott School District pushes lanyards on students?
All right. So the main reason that the lanyard ID program is pushed in the school system, or is enforced, or is in place, is that it was a policy.
Emily Rodriguez. I don't really think I don't really see a point in them.
It was a policy that was devised by the superintendent of schools and by the police department. So the superintendent of schools and the police department sat down and they came up with a policy and a procedure to produce IDs that are visible within the school?
I don't think they are, just because like I said, we're just like wearing them and it's not really like doing anything.
And so it is a non-negotiable policy that was set in place and that was pushed out to the schools, to the administrators, to all the schools by the, again, police department and superintendent's office, that they will follow that procedure and policy, and these are the guidelines that you will follow, and it's not negotiable. So we'll say a principal doesn't have the ability to turn around and say, well, I don't really want to participate in that program. It's not an option. So it is an enforcement through the police department and superintendent's office.
Okay, thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you. You're welcome.
Yeah, the punishment, which is like getting detention, nobody goes to those, so it doesn't really matter. Just don't have it at all. Nobody likes lanyards. If you suspend me for not going to the detentions, I'll gladly take the suspension, you know.
I think it would just be like easier, but like if they maybe added like other things to just like make it like, I don't know how to describe it, just like make it more reasonable to have them on instead of just like just wearing them because like, oh, something might happen, we need to like identify you. It's just like that's like not really likely, and I just don't really see a point at any other like reason. I don't know.
Lanyards, really? I don't know.
You're overreacting, Hollis. It's just a necklace with like your picture on it.
But like, what's it gonna do?
Identify yourself in case of emergencies.
I guess.
Now we have a story by Michael Karavich on Mrs. Finn, the new Dean of Students.
So today I'm here with the president of the executive board, Isaac Green, and I'm just going to be asking you a few questions, talking to you about the new Dean of Students, you know, what she's doing, how she's changing things around here, her presence, you know, all that stuff. So if you just want to take the mic and go.
All right, I'll take the mic and go. So, I mean, I personally haven't been disciplined by the dean yet. Have you?
No, I have not.
So I don't really know what to expect.
She suspended me 3 times.
I met with her beforehand, just introducing myself, and she seems like a very nice person.
Yes, she does.
I mean, at the assembly, like, I didn't hear much, did you? Like, of who she is? I just heard that she's from Everett.
She's from Everett.
She wears some really high heels, and that's about all I know.
Nice. So,
Nothing wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with that, exactly. There's not. I'm hoping that in terms of, like, powder puff, that the administration doesn't force on the dressing. I know they did 2 Fridays ago with the dressing up as senior citizens, and they sent kids home. I didn't get sent home. I was just in the bathrobe. I somehow finessed, as usual. But, you know, I just don't think they handled it the best way, and they should have been more vocal.
I think she's really good at enforcing rules here, and that she's just nice, and yeah.
I have mad beef, actually. They don't let me have my pet eggplant on my lanyard. I have to use my actual card. Why do I need that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's a lot of heels.
Yeah, whole ton.
Sounds like many people are interested about a new Dean of Students.
Now we have a story by Ian Jaffe and Benin McCarron on the SHS Band and how they went to UMass Band Day.
Hello, I'm going to be interviewing Alessandro Amore and Graham Templeman about the Swampscott High School Band going to UMass Band Day, November 10th. So, my first question will be, how long has it been since the band has gone to UMass Band Day?
Well, the last time we went to UMass Band Day was when our grade was in 8th grade, so it was 2014.
Nice. So, how many bands will be playing alongside Swampscott?
So I'm not exactly sure of how many bands are going to be there, but I do know there's going to be about 3,300 kids there, which is a pretty big number, so we're all excited for it.
How do you guys think that Swampscott High School will compare to other bands?
Well, There are some bands in our area that are really big bands. They have a lot of students playing a wide variety of instruments, or they have a big color guard and lots of new things. And we're getting there. We're doing a lot of fundraising, and we're working our hardest. But our band has a lot of heart. We work very hard. We have a very talented group of people, in my opinion. And it's not necessarily about the numbers, but it's about how much work you put into it and how committed you are to it. So I think our band is just as great as any other great band out there.
That's well said. So, how ready do you think Swampscott will be for this event?
Personally, I think we're going to be very ready for this event. UMass was a little bit slow getting the music to us, but I think, you know what, that's all right. We'll take what we can get. We have the music now. We're going to be ready for it. It's going to be a ton of fun.
I think it will be too. So, do you guys think the other band members are willing to learn the marching in one day along with 3,300 students?
Well, it is kind of hard work, as we all personally know as people in the marching band. It's very difficult to practice all of the marching and make sure getting everything exactly right, making sure that there's no little wrong mistakes, and being on the beat on top of learning music totally new just in that week before. But I think that the group of people going is people who are really committed to marching band and who really enjoy it, and they're going because they enjoy that kind of thing and they like the challenge of it. And I think the aspect of it being with so many other kids who feel the same way about it will just make it really fun, and it's more enjoyable than it is hard work.
Since this is the first time in over 4 years, what are you guys' thoughts on having this be your first UMass Band Day?
Oh, well, I personally, I think I speak for the rest of the band when I say this. We're really excited to go. We're all very passionate about music, obviously, since we're in band, and just going there and being able to perform and learn marching and meet new people that all share a same and common interest is really cool. So again, we're very excited for it. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Awesome.
On a slightly different note, you have undoubtedly noticed the change in our school's activities, specifically a change to the morning announcements.
Now announcements will only be shared on Monday and Friday, completely skipping the rest of the week.
Why has this change happened? That's a question that many people want answered.
I agree, and I guess we'll see whether or not this new decision is worth the trouble.
In other news, after the passing of former President George H.W. Bush, his funeral was held on December 5th in Houston, Texas, and he was buried at College Station.
Among those who paid respect to him were the 5 living presidents: Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and George W. Bush, who gave a touching eulogy at the funeral service.
On Saturday, the 15th of December, the former president's burial site will be open for visitation for those who would like to pay him respect.
Thank you for joining us on the 16th episode of Big Blue News.
Make sure to come back and join us next time on the SHS YouTube channel.